Hello, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, my people. Longest time. How are you all doing? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I've not been able to make it. I hope you guys are all doing well. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Let me play some music. Good evening, my people. How are you all doing? Good evening, my people. I welcome you. Good evening, everybody. Love it, love it, love it, love it, bolamo. Good evening, everybody. Love it, love it, bolamo. From the rising of the sun, you be the reason. Good evening, everybody. I greet you. You're welcome. Yes, you know you're the only one. Hey, Lina, I greet you. Difference, I greet you. Korede, good evening. I don't know how to spell this, pronounce this your name. KFX. Good evening, I greet you. Lina, I cite you. Good evening. Yeah, my people, I just want to do a quick video because I've not been able to come live. By the time I finish all my daily activities, I will just be tired. I don't have energy to go and do anything again. Yeah, so how are you all doing? I just said let me quickly come live because there's so many things that I wanted to talk about. Actually, I wanted to talk about the NLC also. And then I came on the internet and I saw this post about that Germany has announced new visa rules, right? So I was like, I will just kind of discuss that one also very quickly. So we are learning that Germany has announced new visa rules. Me personally, why I don't normally talk about Germany, coming to Germany, because I know that coming here, like when you're having all your expectations, you have to know that they are speaking another language. They are speaking another language, and when you are coming here, you have to give yourself time, right? Really, a long time. You have to give yourself some time to learn the language, to go to school. Most times, it will be very hard for them to accept. I don't know, like maybe I heard that if I started accepting some IT stuff, but generally, you have to go to their own school, and it's not a small process, right? So that's why, yeah, like if you don't have anything to lose, like if you can't afford all the school fees and all those things that you need to pay, if you are going to the UK and you really want to japa, I think it's a good stepping stone. Yeah. Good evening. Henry Chimeze, I greet you. Good evening. Good evening. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Oh, let me quickly share this video to the chat. Just a second, guys. Let me quickly share the video to the chat because I've not come live for a while now, so that people will know. video to the chat. How to share the right video? Yeah, so it got cold again around here. So yeah, it's not easy something. Yeah. I greet you, Chike. Good evening. Good evening, my people. So I want to start this video with this post I saw on Facebook. So if you are new to my page, you are new to my channel, you're very much welcome. Don't forget to react to the video, like the video, share the video, support me on this page, click the follow button, click the like button, do something, shake body, how they say it, right? And I want to use this opportunity to appreciate every one of you that supports me, that is always here, giving me that visible support, staying here, putting your comment, adding value. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. And those of you that send me money, those of you that send me super chats, those of you that support me, anyhow you support me, I appreciate you all. God bless you all. And yeah, I want to quickly talk about this video that I saw today. No, this post that I saw today on the internet. So I just came on Facebook and I saw this post, and it said Germany announces new visa rules, simplifies process for Nigerians ready to relocate and work. Details and comments. So I don't know how true this is because I saw it on Legit, but what I know is that if you are coming to Germany, I don't know how old you are. Like, if you're like in your 20s, let's say you are 22, or like, it doesn't matter. Like, whenever you are coming, let's even leave age, you are going to need time to learn their language, because without knowing German language, you are not doing anything. You can't get even a cleaning job. Like, you really, like, when once you come, you start going to school, reading, learning the language, and there are different levels of competency that is expected of you, and different levels of competency would determine what kind of job you can do. So even though maybe they say, okay, come, we want to give you this job, and you are not going to need to have that language, but when you come into the country, you can't do anything without the German language. Like here today, like I was writing a comment today, I don't need English in my day-to-day life. Do you know, guys, when I started doing this videos, it took me time to actually come up again to speak English, because I was stuttering. I couldn't even gather my words because I don't need English. I don't speak English every day. Like, if I say I'm not going to speak English, I don't need it for anything again, right? It's not like my German is, you see here that is, I'm a foreigner and stuff like that. But when you are coming new to this country, you need to speak the language in every office, everywhere you are going. Even if you are looking in their internet, anything they are doing, you want to go through your bank, you have to know the language. Like, they don't have English interface. There are some European countries that you go on their website, you'll be seeing English. They don't have English website. And for you to get somebody that will translate for you, you have to be having appointment. And then when your children you want to register your children in school, you have the language again, right? And they don't even talk. They barely talk to you or tell you anything. The information that is needed, they will be pasting it like, placard everywhere for you to read the information by yourself and get the information on your own. So they are not going to be saying, come, we are going to do this. They will sometimes, you will see many of our people, they'll be bringing their child. You see, like, the school is closed. They didn't even know why, because they are not going to be announcing it. They will just put the information there that the school is going to be closed so day. And we are not used to reading, and talk less of reading German, you will not know. So that one is a main issue, and it's going to take time. And there are some people that came in to study good courses, that language barrier hindered them, right? So it's not like saying don't go. I personally, I do not go out to say come to Germany, go to Germany, or whatever. I feel like if you can't afford to go to English speaking country, like, you don't have the means. Because I know that, like, you're not going to pay school fees. You only required to pay some money for your own to prove that you can take care of yourself until you get a job, like that kind of a thing. But they are not requiring you to pay anybody any money, or like they require you in the UK. So I mean, it's a stepping stone for you. You can take it, put in some few years, like 2, 3, 4 years to learn the language, and then you take it from there. So that's the main thing. But when I saw this thing, there's something else that came to my mind, because right now they are doing immigration laws, and they are saying that they want to deport so many asylum seekers. And in Nigeria alone, those ones that are already ready for deportation right now, that are Nigerians, they said they have 14,000 Nigerians that they want to deport, you know. So you can imagine when I'm hearing that they are looking for Nigerians that they want to, you know, that kind of a thing. So for example, you can look at this post, you will see Germany, around 14,000 irregular Nigerian nationals without ID await deportation. So you learn that German chancellor came to Nigeria. Just the chancellor is like the prime minister, right? He came to Nigeria to have a discussion with President Tinubu. I was showing you the video that day. The topic he was actually discussing is not like, yeah, they want the gas, they want, you know, all those kind of bilateral deals, but above all they want Nigeria to be issuing ID cards, so that they will be use it to deport all the Nigerians that you know, chop aduro in their country, and they don't have Nigerian passport, and Nigerian embassy is not issuing Nigerian traveling certificate to them, because Nigeria is saying that they don't recognize the documents that they used to seek asylum that Germany gave them. So the German chancellor came here to tell Nigerian government that they should please be recognizing that paper that they gave to our people, because of course when they seek asylum, they don't show any papers, they don't have any papers, they just tell who they are and stuff like that. So the German government will now give them some documentation to know who they are, to keep a record of who they are somehow. So that's the only record that they will have. So when they say they want to go and get a document to take them back to Nigeria, that they are Nigerians, if they go to Nigerian embassy say, Nigeria did not give them this document, so there is no way they can prove that they are Nigerians, right? So Nigeria is not issuing a traveling certificate. That's why many people are still in Germany illegally, right? So now the chancellor said they want to deport 14,000 Nigeria. Like, guys, I don't know if it's only me. Like, how can you say you are making it easy to go and take skilled workers, you know, and you already have this number of people in your country, and this number of people, you're already feeding them, you're already giving them some social welfare to keep, you know, to stay alive, you know. You can easily use these people, or, you know, like 14,000 is a lot of them, right? So I don't understand why they say they want to deport 14,000 and above. I mean, they said this 14,000 is only those in Berlin, oh, like in the capital. So if you go to other parts of Germany, they also have more people that they want to deport, and they are negotiating with Nigerian government to give them the documents to be able to deport them. And they are also negotiating with Nigerian government that they want to build asylum centers, return centers, or something like that, holding center in Nigeria, so that when they are deporting the person, they will bring the person to that place. So they say maybe that person, they can help them to learn a skill, whatever. So when they are now qualified, that they can now bring them back. Because I'm wondering, because it's going to be cheaper for them to already take advantage of the people who are here, who are already speaking one or two German. I mean, they're already exposed to the system, that maybe it will be easy for them to, you know, take advantage of those ones, train them in one or two, in all these different skills, and in a matter of 3 years they will be able to use those skills. So I don't know what is the real truth there, but that is how I saw it in the news, and I decided to address it. If you are coming to Germany, if you really want to emigrate, even to study. You can use Germany to come to study. You don't have to pay school fees, but you have to put into consideration that they are not speaking English and that you are going to need time to learn that language, German. And to learn that German, you need time, you need years, not one, not two, to have that proficiency that will help you to get their job, like their skilled work that they are talking about. Otherwise, you can also do menial jobs and all those kind of a thing, right? So, yeah, if you want to Japan and you don't have all those kind of money, I feel like it's a good opportunity, it's a possibility for you to also take advantage of it. That is, if it is something that is really true. I've been awaiting person they see for television, like I said. You say you want to um deport people, and the same you are saying that you need the same people, that you need a section of the same people you want to deport. So me, I don't understand, like yeah, I am not understanding. Yeah, so that's that about that. So I want to quickly talk about the NLC nationwide strike, right? So the NLC said that they want to do a nationwide strike. And I was seeing a lot of people going against it and saying, you know, maybe the court will arrest them and that there's an ulterior motive and all those kind of a thing, right? I think that first and foremost, we must not, because of maybe there are people who want to hijack the protest and take it to another level, deny the fundamental rights that is needed in a democracy, because protest is a fundamental right that people have in a democracy. Then if something is not working or something is not going, even if they have ulterior motive, it is a fundamental right for them. And we should not, because of our maybe political affiliation or for whatever reason, that will not say, oh no, we don't want to allow them to have a protest, or that they have ulterior motive, all those kind of a thing. It is very wrong, because if we do so, we are setting a precedent, and that means we are setting up a democrat a democratic, how will I put it now, a democratic dictatorship. And it's not going to serve anybody any good, because today you may be in the ruling party and you will say, oh, I am in the ruling party, I don't want them to protest because they have ulterior motive, or because they don't like the government and they will use this advantage to run down the government, that kind of a thing. It's allowed. That is first and foremost. It is allowed. That is the fundamental prerequisite that is a democracy. And normally they have announced it, they have given it. So what the law enforcement can do is to guard the protesters. That's why when you see, even here in Germany, for example, the people that are driving train here, they are striking. The people that are working in teachers are striking. For example, tomorrow, many schools and many kindergarten will be closed because they are striking, because they need more pay and all those things, right? So they down tools. They've been negotiating since the negotiation is not going anywhere, and they are going to strike. So I don't want you to think that because you are in this party, because you are affiliated here, and you feel like your party is in power today, you want to disenfranchise people from taking part in protest. It is wrong. So if the NLC wants to protest, it is in their right to do so. If the NLC say what is going on with Nigerian labor, what is going on, however they frame it, whatever it is they came into that conclusion, they should not be hindered to do, because doing that will amount to a democratic dictatorship, and it is not going to favor everyone in the long run, because what you enable today, you will come back to meet that thing tomorrow. What you enable today, what, because you are beneficiary, because you like the person in power, tomorrow you will be the one crying about it. If you guys remember when Showore was in the beginning, when um, President Buhari came to power, there was this indiscriminate arresting of people, putting them in jail without any, like the tension was high and everybody was giving them accolade. Remember what happened to Showore? In the course of time, Showore was also the one that was also suffering that same fate, just like that. So, just because you are right now supporting the administration that is in government does not mean that you should say yes, there should not be process. Everybody should be OES member. Everybody cannot be OES member. That's why we have a democracy, and because everybody cannot have the same mind, and everybody, yes, truly, everybody have ulterior motive, and that ulterior motive is generally to get into that power. Like, opposition is like, that place you are not doing well, I can do better, I want to come and take over. So opposition, the job of opposition is to keep you that is in power on your feet, to do all you can do. It's not for opposition to sit back and be clapping for you and say, oh, you are doing well, whatever. Even opposition is there's anything, even the things you are doing well, they can say, oh, it could even be better like this. That's what the job of opposition is. So let's not encourage our political class that are in power to want this kumbaya, that everybody will be singing kumbaya for them, and then anybody that is not singing that kumbaya becomes a threat. Because at the end of the day, it will be the same thing we're talking about here on this page. For example, what happened with our southeastern youths and the people, where they were kind of programmed to into this mass psychosis that everybody has to fall in line, in one line of thought, be in one way, and anybody who is not thinking in that way, who is not uttering those words, becomes, you understand, someone that should be taken out, somebody that is a sabo. So we shouldn't lose focus when what we are supporting is going in the same direction, that we should be able to spot it. So no politician should be having that need to for everyone to be clapping and singing kubaya and say, yes, you are doing well, you are the best, no opposition, nobody. No, your job is to come to agree with your adversary quickly. It's in the Bible. Say, agree with your adversary quickly, because yes, your adversary can take advantage of that, because it can cost you money by the time you get to the station. You understand? It's in the Bible, even say, agree with your adversary very quickly, because you know that whatever is they can take advantage of it. And if you don't play your cards well, that's how it's gonna be. But we should avoid being the one as the people. Good evening, Ada. We should be the one that, as the people, we must avoid being the one that is singing, oh, yeah, oh, yes, so because it's my person from my ethnic group, oh, yes, so anything you do, the other people from the other ethnic group. Yeah, it is like that. And when President Jonathan was president, President Tinubu now, also of then, he was the one that also organized protests against fuel subsidy removal. That protest was loud, and yes, he had the motive to be president also, because why? He said what President Jonathan is doing, Sabi, they need to come and take over from PDP so that they will do it better. So I don't understand on what basis you think you are actually even imagining it, that now President Tinubu actually succeeded, he's now in power, and then everybody should just be applauding and nobody should be decent. No, like, anytime you see anything going on and they say this is something you should not talk about, whom shall you not talk about? This one is a no-go area. That is a big red sign. So if the NLC say they want to go on strike, it is the duty of the government not to trivialize their impact and not to seek court orders to shut the NLC down. Then giving the political power the platform for political dictatorship, that is also ab- absolutely unacceptable, right? So it is for the government to do what they are supposed to do. Call your adversary, call the person, make a negotiation, whatever it is they are demanding, look for a way to meet them. And then if there's going to be a protest, there are people that will be assigned to infiltrate and cause commotion. So let the law enforcement be on guard to spot those people and take them away, and not allow them to infiltrate, not allow them to hijack. But we should not allow this mindset that no, there should not be any meaningful opposition. Because of this not allowing opposition, that's why our democracy is not progressing. That's why our democracy is not progressive, because everybody that is in power, he finds something, he finds his tribe that stands somewhere and sing kumbaya for him, right? It doesn't matter who he is. It's not because President Tinubu, for example, is from the southwest, or is from President Tinubu, or President Buhari is from the north, right? We can also take it down to governors, for example. The governors that are ruling in the states, they also have, oh yes, members like that their own is to sing hallelujah, sing kumbaya, and shut down anyone, even within the state, right? So the job of opposition is rightly to criticize, is rightly to pick what you are doing, and say, they can do it better, they can do it better. And yes, they do have ulterior motive. Their ulterior motive is they want that job you have, and you know that they want the job you have. And so if you cherish that job, you have to do better. You have to come to time. You have to agree with your adversary very quickly before you get to the police station, right? So that's what I want to say. But before I go, let you listen to what the NLC chairman said. Can you hear it? Let me know if you can hear.
Okay, I'm the one. Yes, sir. Sir, can you tell us the outcome of this meeting with the labor leaders?
Well, the outcome of the meeting is in respect to what happened, the incident that happened, especially in Imo. And this meeting came under very heavy support.
I hope you can hear it. I hope the voice is coming through.
The meeting last to the Office of the National Security Advisor. And all the level leaders are also there with us. We had a very, very fruitful discussion, and also very genuine. And
Said they have fruitful discussion and genuine one.
Taking back home the constituency with a plea to lift up the strike so that we can continue in our daily.
Okay, have you reached any commitment yet, or is ongoing discussion? Okay. How long have...
So he said now that they have met with the administration, those representing the government, and they are having discussions, and the discussion is looking good. And so for now, they have suspended the strike, right? And that is the right thing to do, because if the government is meeting you at that point, then you are able to be having that discussion because of the demands you are making, then it's good. But if the government is trying to stop you, or they are saying, oh, you can't do it for whatever reason, then it is wrong. So I'm very glad that I'm seeing this thing going on like this. So what I'm trying to say in general is, let us not, because of our allegiance, because of who we support, denying the people the right to, out their grievances to the government. That's only how we can get better. Yeah. So let me let it finish talking.
We expect to strike. Well, that one is level not from discussion. We don't expect the strike to take a long time.
Okay, let's hear from the labor.
Yes, we just came here for a meeting. The NSC invited us for a meeting, and as you can see, the two ministers from the Ministry of Labor and Employment, they also participated. So we had some robust conversations where a lot of assurances were given, lots of a furtherance to the release that was done this morning
So they say they gave them lots of assurances.
by the NSA that some people have been apprehended and that they will coordinate the investigation. So we also told him our part of the story and all that. But at the end of the day, they made several appeals to us and several promises on what they are going to do and the ones that they have done currently. So we said, let's go back, we'll reappraise all the conversations that we have had and we'll communicate accordingly.
And the question, I asked the question earlier, how long do you expect you to consider calling off the strike?
The strike was caused by something. The strike is a symptom of a problem. So it is a problem that we came here now to have conversations on. And with all the assurances they have given us with the office of the NSA, promising to coordinate everything. So every discussion we have had here, I mean, if you could see us, how many of us are here now? We need to take it back, we look at it, we examine it, and we take a decision.
Your face look good. It seems you are satisfied with the conversation.
Anyway,
So they have not suspended it from this information I'm getting from this video clip, but they are having talks with the government, and the suspension is going to depend ultimately on the outcome of this talking that they are talking now. If they meet their demand for calling the strike, or if they meet them halfway, right? So I think it's a good thing. And as we are hoping for a better democracy, I think we can also say, yes, people should have the right to complain, and it should not be a crime, right? It should not be a crime. It should not be something that would warrant intimidation or anything like that. That is a fundamental right that the Nigerian Constitution gives to the people. So yeah, the people should be able to use that right. So I just wanted to say that about this. Exactly. Yeah. So
my
the
fellow
the
Igbo brothers,
the polity is already so how will I put it, a lot tense, right? So people may not understand all these concepts that you have to have opposition. If you have a vibrant opposition, that opposition that knows its job, people in government will be on their toes. Most of these things that you see, for example, here in abroad, like all this debt that they dig up about somebody, it's oppositions that are doing it. And when they come after you and something like that, opposition is to keep you on your toes. That the debate will be hot, the debate will be like party, this party will say the other party they are not doing anything, they are like this. Even in parliament or in the House of Rep, they will be, having all those hot discussions. That's the job of opposition. And when you now expect that, okay, I've gotten here now, so all of you should keep quiet, everybody should wait, it doesn't work like that. That's not democracy. So I just thought that I should say that this is where I stand when it comes to strike, because how else can there be checks and balances? How else? How else? Because we have seen that our judiciary is not a judiciary that you can rely on. A judiciary that will be saying that you should offer somebody in DSS dungeon 2020, how many billion again? I've forgotten, right? A judiciary that this one, the one in Aba will give another judgment, the one in Abuja will give another judgment, the one in another, like our judiciary needs an overhaul, right? But nonetheless, anyhow we can be evolving gradually is still better than full-blown katakata. That's why I'm saying, even though people have the right to protest, the police should be on standby. Like here, when there's a protest, the police are always on standby, watching out for those people who will infiltrate to cause wahala. It's always like
an
that,
apology later
you know.
or an
Yeah.
apology video. over what I posted and over my recent posts.
Yeah.
But before I continue, I need to
Yeah,
protect
so there's another video I wanted to share with you guys, but I think I will have to wait on Friday when I have more time. I wanted to share the video of one Igbo man that was talking about Igbo patriarch. I don't laugh today. I say now, wow, this thing is getting serious. So, but maybe I will just share some more with you guys. Yeah, they don't understand what opposition it means in politics. They think opposition is enmity, the one that hates me. No, no, it's not that. But this is what they have taught the people. They have taught the people that opposition hates you, opposition are your enemy, so that you will be using your eye to look at opposition like that, right? But it's not supposed to be like that. And it's a reorientation that the people need to understand that no, just because somebody is in this party doesn't mean he's your enemy. That's why I keep telling all these bingos, like, how can you make APC a national party and say it is this, right? A national party that has people from all parts of the country, and you just kind of kick yourself in the corner, like you don't understand what is, and then that minute you are all rushing, you want to go into APC and all those things. What about all those people that ultimately pay the supreme price because of APC, because of the connotation that was given to APC, right? So the parties are there for people to use it to kind of gain power, and anybody that gains that power, it doesn't mean that you have now gotten to your destination, you should now go and lie down and sleep. No, it's still out there. Your position is still in contention. There are people in other parties who want your position, and their job is to make it you stand on your feet and do the best you can do. Otherwise, you understand, otherwise you will lose it asap. So that's democracy. That's what it means. So we need to be talking about it in this form. It's a new information for a lot of people. So they will say, oh, you are hating Tinubu, you are hating Buhari. No, it's not about hating, it's factual. It's the reality. That's how it should be. In an ideal situation, that's how it should be. But the people don't have an idea, or maybe they have not been introduced to the real ideal. Instead, they have been exposed to this ethnic bashing, ethnic rivalry, and unending acrimony between ethnicities in Nigeria, and that should stop. That should actually stop. Yeah. So I wanted to share this video with you guys, but I will just do it a little bit. The names of Igbo patriarch. Just a minute. So as you can see, it says the names of the, let me remove this banner. Where did I put it? Let me, wait, so let me, I think I want to I don't know, like we have been having all this we have been having all these series. Hmm, I don't even know how to caption it, but I think this one we do. So this man you are seeing here, I just put Iburu, because he's the one that says that Igbo people, like he's the one at the, how will I put it? This man you are looking at, his name is Remi Ilona. And I think he has given himself this occupation, like he's the one that funds all the theory and all the history of how Igbos are Hebrews, and how he wants to reconnect Igbo people to the Hebrew that they are. So I want to play some of his video here.
A question came up recently, and Igbo actually threw out the question. He said, are there any traces of the names of the patriarchs, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and the others in Igbo folklore?
So he said that somebody is asking him the question that the patriarchs, that is the the ancestors, the patriarch, the old, the first male, according to the Bible, that do they have equivalent of those names like Abraham, like Isaac, like Jacob in Igbo language, right? Since they say that Igbo people are Jews, you know, is there anything like that that they can say, okay, that one can just kind of correlate that, yes, it is Igbo?
Interesting question. Interesting question. Because the term IGPO Igbo itself does not appear in any Igbo folklore to the best of my knowledge. But interestingly, the names of the patriarchs of Israel, are manifest in Igbo folklores. Well-born Igbos from responsible homes. I mean,
I'm playing some music because of the copyright. I hope you can still hear it through the music, right? So he's saying that wait, let me read what he said. He said the names of the patriarchs Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and the others in Igbo folklore. That
interesting question.
he said even though even the word Igbo did not exist before, right?
Interesting question. Because the term IGPO Igbo itself does not appear in any Igbo folklore to the best of my knowledge. But interestingly, the names of the patriarchs of Israel, are manifest in Igbo folklores.
Okay.
Well-born Igbos from responsible homes. I mean, homes that retain culture, are aware that the term Kembe Eri, translated to English, this means in the time of Eri, is well established.
Are you people hearing what the man is saying?
In the Igbo language and worldview, this means very old times. And ladies and gentlemen, there is no Igbo that has borne the name Eri since at least 50 years. Yet, the name Eri is well established in the Igbo language. So this answers his questions. This answers the questions of the young man that raised the question.
So he said that how to know that Igbo people have Igbo Hebrew roots is from the word kembe eri. Yeah, it means that eri. They said that Igbo lineage to Hebrew is through eri, and so the word kembe eri, kembe eri, so that nobody have bear that name before for long period. So it's an old name, and that word kembe eri means in the time of eri. So I don't know why this search for who you are. Like, I really cannot understand why being Igbo is just not enough. Yeah. Ancient Jew is black. According to science, life started in Africa. According to the DNA evidence that they have today, they said all life started in Africa, right? So, generally, it should be that, I mean, if you want to look at it from that scientific point of view, that maybe if you will be saying that the Jews came from Igbos, that would be more logical thing to say, right? But to say that, the other way is like say that they are coming from outside of Africa to Africa. That's strange. It's not going to what science is saying. And remember, it's the same science that is doing all this DNA that is saying it. So if he's saying something like this, it's not going according to science. That's just what I want to say. But I don't understand, why can't Igbo be enough? So you are saying you are calling for Igbo people to come together so that they will come together and do what? So that they will be lifted to the Ethiopian Jews into Egypt, into Israel. Like, I don't understand the test for the Igbo people to be wanting else or to be something else.
And then the
Uh,
ones that retain culture.
he said any Igbo man that retains culture, they will tell you that even the word Igbo is not part of Igbo culture. He said it means Kemwe Eri, eh? In the time of Eri. So that's how to know that Igbo people are part of the patriarchs of Hebrew, because of that word Kemwe Eri, in the times of Eri, right? And that Eri, that Kemwe Eri he's talking, is like just how will he put it now? A dialect in some part of Igbo land. Some people will speak and say Erimwe, Erimwe. Some people say Kemwe. But not every part of Igbo, well, Igbo land is using Eri, Erimwe. Yeah, like, no, not all parts of Igbo people are using it. So I don't understand this question that was a son of God, or Jacob for people like blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Why do you like? It's been funny, but it's at the other side also. It's very uncomfortable. That the only truth you can think of is tracing yourself. Like, most of you people, you met your parents, you met your grandparents. Who were they? Right? Even the Christianity we are talking about, this it has not gotten more than 200 years or so in Africa. Like, what is really going on? Like me, I met my grandmother, I met some old people when I was growing up, right? Like, none of those, my grandmother and their friends and their age, like, are around now. They have all gone to be with God, right? So you met them and they told you the stories that they had as children. Was there anywhere in their story that they're telling you about anything like Jews or Hebrew or anything, that they are following the Jewish 600 rules that they follow on a daily basis, that they eat kosher and all those kind of a thing? Like, they eat some, they follow all these rules that is inside the Leviticus, about how to handle this, how to do this. Like, I mean, most of all those things, like, you can find snippets of it in different ancient cultures, not just Igbo culture, right? There are similarities in with some variations everywhere. But I think that our government need to do a mass orientation on Igbo people, like the way they are all these people use social media to bombard the people's psyche. The government need to do equally more vibrant programs, to remove this mindset that you are like, somehow you just want to escape yourself. You cannot be yourself. You cannot just be Igbo and that's okay. No, there just has to be something around it. There has to be something like, something self-aggrandizing, something that makes you bigger, something that makes you better, like than just being Igbo, right? And you are the one that still complain that they don't like you as Igbo, Igbo this, Igbo that, but you are the one that is every day trying to escape from who you are. So either you magnify yourself beyond possibility, or you are looking for where you want to attach yourself, as if okay, you can't be on your own, you can't stand on your own, you can't just be only Igbo. What is wrong with being that, right? There's nothing wrong with it. He said, who are the brothers Eri? Maybe the brothers are Kembe. And I said Kembe Eri means the name of the this thing. I don't know. But I will share the link in the chat so you guys can t- take a look at it on your own so you can listen to what he's saying completely. Yeah. So, my people, I want to appreciate you for being a part of this program this evening. It's a short one. I know by the grace of God, I'll be able to come live latest on Friday again. Yeah. So, take care of yourself and have a good night's sleep. Bye for now.